Hi. We all like to believe that we would survive a nuclear attack. We also like to believe that we'd know exactly what we would do if we survived the initial attack. Let me be real with you. If nuclear war breaks out, there is no perfect safe space. This isn't a liberal university. There are no safe spaces. But there are places that make your odds go way up, and there are also places that make your odds go way down. And today I'm going to show you both. And more importantly, I'm going to show you what actually keeps you alive. Because listen, most people think that survival is about running off into the woods and living among the chipmunks or having a survival bunker with 20 years worth of non-perishable food. While both of those things sound cool, that's not it. This is going to come down to three main things. Are you a target? How far are you from the fallout? And do you have a solid place to go when it matters the most? A basement, a cellar, a bunker, if that's in your price range, if all of the world's billionaires haven't bought them up by now. So let's talk about major cities. New York, Boston, Chicago, Houston, St. Louis, Memphis, and major infrastructure hubs. Those are priority targets. If you're in one of those places, then you need a plan yesterday. You're not just dealing with a blast. You're dealing with fires, chaos, looting, assaulting. And when you go to call 911, there's not going to be anything on the other end. Nobody's coming to save you. They are too overwhelmed if they even wanted to. So if you live in a big city, I'm not saying you should panic, but you should definitely work out your exit plan and know how to get out of the city before the traffic is congested and backed up and you're not going anywhere. Now, let's talk about where your odds can be better. Think rural Midwest, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, low population, low strategic value. And my personal favorite place is the Ozarks in Arkansas and Missouri. You got trees, hills, spread out communities of people who already live survivalist lifestyles, and it's not a priority target. One you might not have thought of is northern New England. It's also very remote and a low priority. Eastern Oregon and Idaho, same deal. Less population, less threat. Are we noticing a pattern now? Less people, less value, less attention, less likelihood of an attack. It's really that simple. Now that we've talked about location, I want to also talk about fallout. And I don't mean the badass video game franchise. I mean that evil shit that gets carried by clouds and wind hundreds of miles and makes you wish you were never born. So I guess the real question is, do you have shelter? You don't need a survival bunker. You need distance from outside exposure, thick walls, and the ability to stay put at least 48 hours. So if this ever happens, here's your move, breakdown step by step. Get inside immediately. Get underground if you possibly can. Stay there for a minimum of 48 hours. In some extreme cases, it could be weeks. So stay stocked full of water. You can go a few days without water. You can go weeks without food. It would be a shame to survive the bombs and die of dehydration. So have water, food, a radio, flashlight, candles, batteries, MREs, that sort of thing. But look, don't overcomplicate this, because simple preparation beats panic and non-preparation every time. And this isn't about being scared. This is about being the guy who's calm when shit hits the fan because you've already prepared for this. You don't need to be extreme. You just need to be awake. Stay safe and stay sharp out there.